Okay, so today we're going to take a look at the paper that looks like this. It says energy pyramid on it, and you're going to see lots of lines kind of going around, making it look like different triangles. Make sure that you have already watched the PowerPoint slides and taken the notes on energy flow and ecosystems before you watch this video and fill in this energy pyramid. So basically, we're going to go through it just like we were in class, and you're going to go through and you're going to fill yours in as we go through it to match mine. Okay, I have one that's already completed, and I'm going to be substituting that one back in and forth because it's too hard for me to write and draw while I'm videoing right now. So, not ideal, but we got to do what we got to do, right? Okay, so what this energy pyramid shows is it shows how energy flows within an ecosystem. And it's going to start on the outside ring here, so this ring that goes around the outside, and those are the things that have the most energy. So kind of answer in your head, what do you think that's going to be? What in an ecosystem has the most energy, right? Okay, if you guessed producers, you're correct. Okay, so producers are on the outer level. They have the most energy, right? Because why? Because producers are actually gathering energy directly from the sun. So they're taking energy from the sun and directly producing it into sugars and foods for themselves. Some examples of producers are daisy, rose, hydrangea, trees, plants, any kind of plant life falls in the category of a producer. And a producer, let's say a producer produces 1,000 joules. This capital J represents the term joule, and it's a term used to represent the amount of energy flow in an energy pyramid. Okay? All right. So keep going around, and the next level up is going to be primary consumers. What are primary consumers? They're the things that eat producers. All right, so they're things like caterpillars, butterflies, deer. We might have called them on our other paper, another name for them is herbivores. So they only eat plants. They don't eat any other animals. Now, those creatures are getting 100 joules. So do you see how basically when we go from one level to the next, we're dividing by 10? So they're getting, for every 1,000 joules worth of plants that they're eating, they're only getting 100 joules of energy. So that means they need to eat more plants in order to get enough energy to survive. Okay? All right, moving up to the next level is secondary consumers. Secondary consumers are things like bears. Humans fall in that category because they eat consumers, but they also eat producers. All right. And they're going to get, for every amount that they eat, they're going to get 10 joules of energy. So again, think about how much more they would have to eat than, say, the primary consumers in order to get the same amount of energy. All right. And then lastly, the things that are going to be at the top level of our pyramid are what we call tertiary consumers. And tertiary is a word that refers to third. Okay. And those are going to be things that, like carnivores, that only eat meat. So eagles, cheetahs, things like that. And they're only getting 1 joule of energy for the amount that they eat. So that means that they need to eat a ton in order to stay healthy and stay active. You'll notice on the blue, I have decomposers, right? And those are things like bacteria and worms, and those only get 0.1 joules. So that's why it seems like things like that would always be eating. All right. Now, if you cut this out the right way, so that would mean you would cut on solid lines and fold on dotted lines, right? And I'm trying to do this with one hand here, so bear with me as I do that. You can slide this white piece underneath, and look, you would end up with literally an energy pyramid. Okay, literally an energy pyramid there. But you can go ahead and flatten this back out once you try to build a pyramid. Glue it in your notebook. There is no need to submit this assignment because we've done it together. All right, go ahead and glue it in your notebook. I don't need to see it. You don't need to email it to me. But make sure you write it in, and then you'll notice that I just color coded mine so that you can kind of see that those rings all the way around match up. All right? All right, hope you're doing well, guys. Bye.